All right, everybody, welcome to Full Contact Derby TV. Gumby here. Joining me tonight in the booth is Johnny Gullo, main man of Stern Dirt Racing. So this is as close as you're going to get to Tremonton, Utah. It's up the northern part of Utah, really close to the Idaho border. I have not been in this arena for a lot of years, and
well, the last Derby was 20 years ago.
Yeah, 20 years ago, and
it's grown a little.
Anthony Tripler and Bronson Twitchell got some wild hair up there. And
we'll see afterwards if their hair is still there.
Yeah, and decided to put on a wire class up here, which is really a good call from them because up in this area it's a lot more builders that like that moderate to low build.
Yes.
A lot of weekend warriors that like to go up and just have a good time and wreck some cars. And so,
you know, and the wire class started in Utah last year.
It did.
Really took off with a big bang. There's been a good support. We started a youth wire heat. That's been accepted. We had 15 drivers at our last youth heat.
So
I was just telling them we had 15 drivers at our last youth wire class.
Oh yeah, the youth. You know, and you're like 15. That's not many, but for here, that's a
big.
That's like woohoo! We figured something out. Number
for those of you who watch East Coast over, our car counts aren't what they get.
Oh, not even close.
You guys get 300-400 cars. We cross our fingers for 30.
And if we got 300 or 400 cars, we'd panic.
Oh, I'd walk. I know my wife would divorce me.
Johnny we'd be having a stroke alert because, you know, outside of our ideal class would be 24 cars, one good filler. That's so manageable, so easy. 2.5, 3 hours, you're done, you're gone.
But it's different in Utah, and I try to explain this to the promoters back east. It says your crowd back east is there for the Derby. Our crowd is here for entertainment. And after 3 hours, I always say the mind can only take what the butt can endure.
They're gone.
They're gone. If you watch the cameras towards the end, you'll notice by the main event, almost a good portion of the crowd's gone because they got kids to get home and tomorrow's church and all that fun stuff going on.
So we're still waiting on our drivers list, but they have 3 good solid heats of 80s wire.
Right.
You know, 80s wire, if anybody knows, back east, I know there for a while they were calling it the Joker class back in Bash for Cash and places like that. Joker was the head tech here. So it's a lot similar, very simple, easy build, 2-day build, no cradles, no protectors, really nothing.
Nothing.
You know, shift, old school. I don't even know. I think I could do more in my first initial Derby than you can do these 80s wire. But, you know, you're going to see a lot of carnage and quick bending tonight.
Let's talk about our big sponsor.
Who is that?
Gladiators of Steel.
Oh, this row of hats?
Yep. We got all these beautiful hats here. GladiatorsofSteel.com. You can go see some highlight films, and we're releasing little snippets here and there. Go to the YouTube channel, subscribe to get all the updates.
And that's going to give you, it's going to give you a lot. It's going to talk about where we're going to be at for free because all of our shows to the spectators are free to watch.
Yep.
And also to the vendors. We like to
promoters.
The vendors, promoters, we come in for free and put these shows on so that everybody can enjoy a free show, and that's all thanks to Gladiators of Steel.
Yeah, and to say Bronson, Tripler,
they're part of it.
Me and you were part of it. Now we'll see how they're doing, see on this side of it, how they're going to do.
It's always, now I will say, it's always exciting to see a driver that's yelled at you many times. Get in and change shoes and try something new. And
every driver should promote once.
Yep. And so far, they've both done an amazing job. I've been quite impressed. And honestly, I think a lot of it's Emily and it's the wives. It's the wives.
I give all my credit to my wife because without her, I'd probably lose my marbles. But
you've already lost your marbles.
I know.
That's all right.
So Full Contact Derby TV, we've got a schedule coming up. We're going to be July 9th. We're going to be at Cash Carnage in Logan.
Yeah, now Logan understands been a show that was dwindling for quite a few years and was getting 12, 13, 14 cars. How many do we have this year?
70.
70, so it should be.
If they all show up per Biden's gas rules, we'll see.
Thank goodness most of them are locals.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. So, yes.
So July 9th, we go to Cash Carnage in Logan.
That'll be 7 o'clock Mountain Time.
Yes.
live for free.
Then we're going to take a little jaunt.
Oh, now this is.
You were there last year, no?
No, I've never been
You've
there. I've
never been
watched
there.
it on video every year.
We're going to go to Chino, California.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be a hoot.
And I get to set up and run the camera, so we'll see how that goes.
And Derek Court will be back
Yep,
with us
Derek
that
Court will be
weekend.
back on that one.
And we wish Derek Court tonight. He is running somewhere in Texas tonight.
Yep.
Hopefully he runs and finishes off that Rivy that he's been talking about. Please wreck the Rivy. 7 shows. You should not have a car that runs 7 shows. Ruin that car.
Then we're back at Golden Spike Derailleur August 13 at the Weber County Fairgrounds, and that is the same one we did May Mania at a couple weeks ago that you did.
The
you
best
and Derek
arena in Utah.
Yep, best
in,
arena.
In my, okay, I'll have to say, in my opinion, it's just an amazing, the
Go
views.
and watch the video. The crowd is literally 5 feet from the cars. It's just in the round, Gladiator style. It's the one arena as a driver, have driven there and you've driven there.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what headers you have, you can hear the crowd.
You can feel it.
You can feel them.
You can feel it, and then if, like in May Mania, if you look up right behind, there was mountains with snow on top. It was gorgeous.
Yes.
So, beautiful
And
venue.
Then we are working out some details, but we're hoping to be
I had a little chit-chat with them about that today,
Did you?
and it does look like we might be
a little
good.
more.
I would just say that it looks like we're going to be in Perrington, Texas.
Perrington, Texas, August 27th.
Love that. Other than you're leaving me home.
Yep, you get to do our wire class.
I get to help Jerry run
Wire
Madness, which is $8,000 to win, by the way.
Yep,
So,
yep.
So I get to stay, and Johnny and a few others. I know Derek Court will be driving, but he will
He's
also
gonna
make
jump on
appearances.
me. I'll find someone.
Yep.
I'll find somebody.
Perrington, Texas, August 27th.
Then we go a little north. You've never been there, and this is a gorgeous, gorgeous little valley. It's Plains, Montana.
YouTube, Plains, Montana Demolition Derby.
We did it last year on Track Shot.
Wow.
We did a Track Shot last
Yep,
year,
we
so
did.
you can go see the video there. The arena is almost identical to this one. It's pretty close.
Other than it's old.
Yeah,
it is. It's
it's
like the rickety old roller coasters
Exactly,
that you
exactly.
you
That's
know,
what I was gonna
That's what
say.
it is. The rickety old roller coasters that you ride at the old amusement parks.
Yep.
But it is pine trees in the background.
That's
Gorgeous.
Tim Denson's putting that one on up there. Carnage on the Clark Fork, September 4th, which is Labor Day. That one? Labor
It
Day
is
weekend?
the Monday.
It's a Sunday. It's a Sunday derby.
All right.
And they've got 60, 70 cars going there too.
Great show, Montana. A lot of great drivers. And it's good to get to see a lot of different drivers. So that'll be a fun show.
Then we're back to Salt Lake for the Day of Reckoning at the Utah State Fair.
Great show.
$1,000 for the drivers.
First 40 cars.
First 40 cars split $32,000 just to pass inspection.
So that's pretty
Just
good
to pass
payday.
inspection.
Just to be able to pull in the arena. That's good.
Then we're wrapping up the year with Halloween Havoc. And Halloween Havoc is just a party.
Pig roast.
Pig roast party. Jesse.
And it's always, I always tell Johnny's like, so what do you think of Halloween Havoc? I said, I hate it. Because there's 100 cars plus every year, and it's just, we're not used to 100 car shows.
No.
It's just,
and
but
there's no inspection, and it's still.
it's a fun show. Good show for everybody to watch. Now, it's been about 3 weeks since May Mania, maybe 4 weeks. And we did announce and told you that we were going to do a lot of new stuff this year. I will tell you, we just announced our schedule. Does that mean it's done? Not even a little bit. Does that mean that we've got some stuff with some surprises coming, meaning we're going to show up to a few shows.
Surprises.
Unannounced. That's all I'm saying. Unannounced. And do some stuff. So get
Have some
ready
fun.
we're going to have a lot of fun. We've got a lot of different ideas. If you guys have anything interesting that you would like to see at a show, a special interview, if you're saying please come and see us, we've got a lot of people. I bet you we could fill 30 shows with everybody that would like us to come, and we would like to go there. But if there's an interesting show close,
Hey, we can't hit them all, and if you
least
can't
this
catch
year.
one of our shows,
Yep.
then there's Derby TV out there, there's Track Shot out there. You should be able to get your fill.
and I know their phone numbers. So if you if you can't get us to come, we'll give you their phone numbers and their direct line. So
We're just here to promote the sport,
promote Gladiators.
have a lot of
yeah.
fun.
And honestly, this is the best gig of derbies.
Yeah.
You're not sore the next day. You're not getting yelled at by drivers.
Talk about sore. Go on the YouTube channel.
There's a clip there that shows you what the drivers go through in the car, and I've never seen it this up close and this personal before. And my wife watched it with me, and she said, "You're done driving. We're not going to put your body through that." One of the awards that we have going on tonight is we've trying to be a little bit different. These wonderful hats. Now, you're looking at them and you're like basic. I absolutely love these hats. They are, what are these, Flex Fits?
Flex Fits.
Gladiators of Steel hats. If a driver goes out in the arena and he's just, we're asking ourselves, what is a gladiator? And we feel a gladiator is somebody that's out there just fighting and slaying people, just trying to give it his all to survive.
It's not the Mad Dog. It has nothing to do with TNT.
Nope.
This is mine and your call. And it could be the guy that drives from this end of the arena to that end of the arena, and that's it, and just destroy something down there. It could be him.
We did that at Maymania.
Yes.
There was a gentleman that just made
Brutal.
one extremely. It was like if he was holding a sword, he cut the guy right down from the head to the toes and cut him in half. It was just a brutal shot. So if we feel that you are the gladiator of that heat, we will call you up and give you a really nice, high-quality Gladiators of Steel hat that you can wear with pride.
Which is going to change.
Oh, yeah,
shortly.
you got to tell them. These new hats are awesome.
So these are the generic hats that everybody can buy. These are available on derbymafia.com. They're our sponsor for all of our gear. We'll get that. Let's see, we got those guys right there. Derby Mafia. This is their shirts. But derbymafia.com is our exclusive merchandiser
for Gladiators of Steel.
So you can buy these hats there. You can buy the new ones here. We have shop shirts. We've got women's shirts, hoodies. Not that we need hoodies today.
Yeah, we're going to get, and we'll have much more stuff in the future.
But the new hats for full contact.
Understand, there's only one way you can ever get one. You will never buy one of these hats.
Across the back of it in red stitching, we're going to have Vini Vidi Virtue, which is I came, I saw, I conquered with the victor on the back.
Now, let me just tell you a little bit about Chino, California. If you really want to watch it, get really excited about this show, because we are. I know Derek's excited. We've talked about it a lot. This is the show that has a moat around the arena, and it's filled people knock people into the moat. And if you get into the moat,
you're stuck.
You're stuck.
You're
I am excited. So Chino, California, January 16th, live on Full Contact Derby TV, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So again, the sponsors tonight, Top Lube Express, High Creek Excavation, AT Automotive, Warner Rock.
So one thing that's out there, there are about 10 drivers running tonight in our point series.
Oh, yes.
So Stern Dirt, side note, is doing a point series, but it has nothing to do with just Stern Dirt. We've got 5 sponsored shows. Damn Derby was last week. We had 2 weeks ago. We had a bunch of guys sign up for that. The points race we're doing is you have to run some Stern Dirt stuff, but you can run your hometown show. You can run some of these sponsor shows. Plains, Montana is one of them.
There are, I think there are, and by the way, Jeff Chrisman, who signed up the other night, won tonight.
Ooh, that's going to tighten it up.
Yep, gets the points race going close.
Because we had, actually Anthony was in the lead, and then he lost the lead. I'll have to pull up the standings.
But Anthony's only driven like one show, but he drove a show that was a double points race and won, so it really shot him to the top.
Oh, yeah. I haven't even marked that. I'll get that
it's a bonus race.
But anyway, you can run. You get to run those shows, the sponsored shows. You get 20 bonus points for just showing up. And at the end of the year, it's $6,000 to win. First place, $30,000, second place, $1,500, third anyone that
drives
drives in the and signs up for the points is in the raffle.
If you go to any show that is a Stern Dirt points racing, even if you don't want to be in the points, sign up for the points
or the sponsor.
Because that ticket, you will get a ticket that will get back to us, and you will be eligible to win. We've got straight engines, we got
trannies,
Devil Dog transmissions, maybe others.
Bunch of parts from Nearat.
Yeah, we have
all the guys back east.
It's like $15,000 worth of prize.
20. We're 20 this year. I bumped it.
I did not approve that. No, that's cool. So we're $20,000 in prizes going to people, and all you got to do is sign up at like the Dam Derby. If you would have been there and signed up, you would have had a ticket in the drawing at the end of the year.
So we have Rock Springs as a sponsored one, and we have Blackfoot, Idaho. Actually, we can go through them real quick.
Yeah, go for it. And there are drivers here tonight.
So Logan, there's about 10 drivers here tonight that are running the points. We have Cash Carnage July 9th, which is points. Sweetwater Smash and Bash, which is July 23rd.
Where is that?
That is Rock Springs. That's Dave Burns, who's driving tonight. That's his show.
Did you hear that Dave Burns is driving tonight? If you know that name, that ought to excite you.
Then obviously Golden Spike Trailer on August 13th is the points race. We got a new one. SLV Mountain Metal Mayhem, August 20th in Alamosa, Colorado, is now a sponsored points race.
Well, thank you for joining up.
And that is awesome. Thanks to Jordan Grinaldo. Great guy. Been talking to him on the phone. You look forward to meeting him. Maybe we'll pop in there. You never know.
What was the date?
It is August 20th in Alamosa, Colorado. Then we are back to Carnage on the Clark Fork, which is a points race on September 4th. September Slam, September 10th in Blackfoot, Idaho. That's the big fair in Idaho, and that's a huge.
Understand, guys, what we're telling you is if you're just driving in that and it's a local fair show, it's your one time. The gentleman, we had big money, big winners last year in parts by people that ran their hometown show that was sponsored. So any of those shows are sponsored. You get out there, run that show, and you can qualify for good big wins.
It's like Cash Carnage next week. We're giving away a Schrade motor.
Next week?
Or next month.
You didn't tell me that either.
Sorry, next month. Well, we gave away a Schrade motor last year.
I wasn't there last year.
That's right.
That's a
one ticket.
That's a
one ticket rookie.
One ticket rookie, $3,500 motor.
Schrade motor.
Pretty awesome. So, wow.
Yeah.
So tonight, there's guys trying to win or get points. Is there any double points challengers?
I haven't. I've got my notes, had them sign up. I think I had one sign up for double points because you can sign up for double points.
You get one double points race a year, but if you don't do good, you do not get another one. car number 88, I believe that is Justin Smith.
Justin Smith or Drew Hanks?
Or Drew Hanks. I don't know. I do not have a list. They were supposed to give me a list. Hey,
so we apologize.
Rookie Blues, rookies. We'll get some.
I think they had other more important issues.
All right.
Sky.
Car number 00.
Skylar Hadley, I believe that is, maybe?
Says Skylar Hadley. Let me see if I can get them to bring me a driver's list because I'm on my phone, so I can't. I'm going to take a minute off.
I can.
Number 18, this is Hunter Anderson.
Hunter Anderson.
And Will Ullin.
Both from Twilla, Utah. Did you know that Twilla, Utah and somebody Smith in car number 17, Quin Smith, they have 18 cars here from Twilla tonight.
Dustin DeChamps.
Car number 436, Dustin DeChamps.
That's Bryson DeChamps.
Now everybody's like, man, I can't hear
Bryson DeChamps. Sorry.
What people?
There's like 7 DeChamps.
There's that. It's a big family.
Yeah. It's like the Walshes.
Okay, that's a little big family too. So
they're here.
The one thing is you'll see here is these are quiet cars because they make them run. When we say they're stock, they have to run stock exhaust. They're allowed to cut it off right underneath the engine, but they are not allowed to run them up through the hood, so they are a lot quieter. Oh, and look at this limousine. Winnie Daddy's dump trailer. Oh boy. Let's see if he can turn around in the 74-foot arena. Car number 56.
Car number 56, Cash Larson.
Cash Larson. One,
That
two,
is heat number 1.
8 cars. So there's at least 24 cars
Great.
in the regular class this evening. All right, everybody, round
catch
and
that?
round.
Stretch limo?
Yeah, I saw that.
I missed that bullet.
He is a rookie, never driven. What a way to start to be a bullseye in the first shot. It's one of the Twilla cars.
All right, here we go. See if we get a countdown.
Round and round. A lot of GMs here. A lot of Ford. It's a little combination of everything here.
So what we're saying is 80s and newer metric.
80s
So
and
you'll
newer
see
metric.
some of the 70s, late 70s metrics.
Here we go. Party time, and here we go.
I'm curious to see how the van holds up.
Oh, right in the driver. What was that? The only thing he hit was the driver's door. Wind up and pitch. Did they do anything about it? I mean, you couldn't have aimed any.
Is the driver okay? You see him over there?
I don't know. They're running already to see him, and there's already a car up on the berms. Are they?
Did you tie up all the headsets already? Does everyone have them?
All right. Oh, good shot into the back. Oh, good limousine shot into that minivan. It does give a totally different feel if there's no
Headers.
And there's been a lot of questioning about how can we start to put headers on these vehicles, and it's like no, they're trying to keep the cost down to where everybody has the same type of car.
Because I call it keeping up with the Joneses.
Yeah.
One person puts on the headers, the next guy doesn't have the money, but he gets kind of pressured into it, and he's buying $200-300 headers to put on them, and it just escalates and escalates, and we wanted to keep it simple.
Oh, it can't get much more simple than this.
Nope.
Oh, watch, good shot. Oh, beautiful
Good
shot
shot.
by 56. You know, going after that Oh, another shot coming by 17. Beautiful. Good square. Use the center of that nose right in the corner. Doesn't usually hurt. Oh, no, coming back around. He doesn't like him for some. There's something going on.
And that van's holding up pretty good. I was kind of watching that one.
You know, they asked us a couple weeks ago if we would. Oh, good shot. Okay, you're going to need to turn that 17 around and start using the trunk a little bit because you're going to start pushing quickly. Now, I always understood that what the vans to run would be the Dodge Caravans. He's running, it looks like a Toyota. Yeah, limousine's actually doing quite well. Oh, good shot. 17 is vying for a hat. 17 is wanting to be the gladiator of that heat.
That's a good number.
Yeah, that one's aggressive, though.
Oh.
Oh, you know what happens when you start it here. Okay, I'm in hot water. I'm glad I'm driving my own self.
All
I'd
right.
be in the bed of the truck. So, all right.
I just sent you a picture of the heats.
Okay, that's good to
Go
know.
to the second.
There you can do that. Car 17 is finally going to bend his rear bumper. That is good to see.
Top 3 going to the main.
So they,
17 is still lighting it up.
all right, we got a
Do
picture.
the second text.
All right, there we go. Okay, we are official now. Now we know everybody that's in here.
And that Cadillac's. Whoa!
Oh,
that was a good one.
That didn't feel good. Even if it's a non-weld car, you can feel those shots.
These guys hit out there. Line them up.
Quin
So
Smith.
Quin Smith
Quin
in 17.
From all sides.
That Cadillac's still moving.
You know, look at the center of that bumper, though. That's the negative of these new bumpers. If you change the bumpers on a car, you're not allowed to put a heavy old iron bumper on. So those aluminum bumpers and however they get them to stay on, they really buckle on. His inverted real quick in the middle.
Watch out, 17. Quinn. Oh, good
shot.
hit. Hope you saw that one
They
coming.
got to eliminate one more car before the main event starts. But you've got 2 or 3 on around the outside that are good to go for the grudge match already. Oh, good wind up by the limousine. Beautiful shot. Good shot.
Oh, here comes head on.
Oh. He's like, awesome. He's getting poured on. Now, Will Hewlin, you know, he's got the back end of that caddy. It's dumping. He's already dragging the frame on the left rear. He cannot take too many more or he will be high-centered.
Up, drive line down on the
limousine.
Cadillac.
The limousine is...
Drop the drive line. Those are pretty short under there, I understand.
You know, he put on a great show.
He did.
Did 17 make the last hit on him, or did he make the last hit on 17? That is the question.
I saw him hit 17.
He's
But
giving.
it's not our
So,
fault.
if he's not a rookie, which he is, he might not want to pull his flag because you don't know how they're going to call the last hit, because they're taking the last 3 to the main event, and then everybody else will qualify for the Consi. Great first heat for a wire class show. I'm a big fan of the wire class just because I'm lazy.
I actually think the crowd likes it more too.
I think they do. You know, I do think the crowd has come accustomed to the noise, though.
That's not to say there's anything bad about the other ones.
No. What I find quite interesting about this style is you can actually hear the hits more.
The tires pop. The stuff the crowd usually goes ooh and ah for. Tires, radiators.
You can definitely hear. Maybe not. I don't know how you can hear if you can hear them on camera, but they definitely can hear. You know, you hear the crunching. All right, there we go.
We'll have to see what we got.
Okay, the gladiator of that heat.
17.
Oh yeah, I have no ands, ifs, or buts. Car number 17, Mr. Quin Smith.
Got dirt all over my face.
That's all right.
Are you relaxed now? You feeling
Wait,
good?
do this.
Yeah,
he's still joking.
shake.
Still shaking.
Well,
nice run.
Thank you.
That was a way to put it on, and that was a way to ruin the Lincoln pretty good.
She's dead. She won't start.
Well, you're in the main event, aren't you?
Oh,
Did you
I'm
make
dead.
it?
Yeah, I got third. They were trying to debate between Mad Dog, Joker said, but
Well,
Well,
hey,
either
we're
way,
going to
I'm
give
there.
you something better.
okay.
Okay, so one of the things that we're doing as a Gladiator Steel sponsored company is we want to watch a heat, and the gentleman that, or
Slays
could be a
it.
female that just goes out there and slays it, trying to protect. I don't know if trying to save his own life, but you were slaying it, and so
Thank
we
you.
want to
From the
award
get-go.
you with the Gladiators of Steel hat.
I appreciate it.
As the Gladiator of the Heat. Wonderful drive. We appreciate you.
So whether you get Mad Dog or not,
You're Mad Dog.
you got it.
You are.
Thanks, guys.
You
You're
drove.
our victor.
You're Victor.
You're our victor.
The Victor is
Yeah.
in
It's
Roman. Victor. So
Saw how the car run up until it died. It looked like
Good
it
till
was
that last hit. No, it's running dang good. I don't know. It's
the inertia switch finally shut off.
It's something.
No.
I don't know.
Well,
we'll have to. We got a few heats and
did you hit
stuff.
the
We'll
cat?
figure it out. What's that?
The cap crack? Did you
oh,
check
it's
that?
all electronic.
Uh,
Oh, that's
No,
capless.
it's got a distributor on
Oh,
it.
does it?
Yeah.
Is it turning over or is it?
No, it's just dead. Nothing. Not even
That's actually
clicking,
better.
not
It's
nothing.
usually a
Yeah.
broken wire or
Yeah.
something stupid.
We'll figure it out.
You know, I didn't think you were going to dent the trunk until about the last 2 minutes.
Yeah. I forget who hit you going down the other, and you were on that side.
That was
and he
Hunter.
come down.
Yeah.
Hunter just nailed you. I said, I hope he sees that.
Well,
And you can't have a better car number.
Oh yeah, you were 17, aren't you?
but what? Do you know what I told him?
What?
Yeah.
That one's hitting though.
So it's a good thing you're between us.
Yeah.
No, we'll let you
No,
get
it was a
back
good
and get
time,
fixed.
man.
We
It's
appreciate
wire
you coming
class.
up.
It's one to. I have a love-hate relationship with it. Stripping it's easy, but it's frustrating at the same time.
Yeah,
I'd much rather strip
don't-
everything out of it, cut everything, don't worry about wires.
Don't you find yourself like, I normally do, I can't do that.
exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. Or you unplug something and then you unplug 2 more things and then you're like, man, I probably should go try to start it.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't start and you're reversing, trying to figure out what ones need to be plugged back in.
I keep telling the guys, especially in the 80s, the
Yeah,
Vicks and stuff,
yeah.
I'm like, get it running, cut the wire.
Yeah.
If it stops, hook it back
Put
up.
it back, yeah.
Like do one
Yeah.
wire at a time.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations
I
on being
appreciate
the
it.
Gladiator of the Heat.
I appreciate
Well,
it.
let's see you in the main. We'll
Okay,
figure it
let's
out.
hope.
Fix her up, brother.
Thanks,
Thank you
guys.
for coming.
Appreciate it.
In this next heat, we have car number X69, Wyatt Larson, Dustin DeChamps. He's one of the 8, I guess, in car number 426. Rory Greer, car number 358. Jonas Johnson, car number 777. Now this gentleman is a name that a lot of you guys back east out of Ohio, Scott Kuzmal, who moved to Utah and says he'll never, no, I'm not going to say it. He's loving it out here in this beautiful scenery.
He lives
Utah.
up in North Logan.
Yes,
He's loving it.
Loving it. Callie Larson in car number 18.
First-time driver.
Callie is.
Callie is first-time driver.
Jeremy Walsh, one of the many Walshes.
Many.
Braxton Jordan. Jort, car number 114. And then the one and only Dave Burns, car number 81.
The only good thing is Callie is in Dave's pits.
Oh, so they're friends.
So they're friends. So at least she doesn't have to worry about Burns.
Everybody else, you better worry about Burns.
Yeah.
We are about ready to rumble. I can hear cars running, and I believe it's Derby cars running with no exhaust. So
I want us to find Lazenby.
I would like to know where Lazenby is at. I have his phone number.
I would
his
drag
phone.
his butt up here.
He is.
Who's he with? Who's he driving with? Or is he just hanging out?
I don't know.
So
Car
X69, Larson.
Coming into the arena, the X69, that's Wyatt Larson.
777 coming in is Jonas Johnson.
That's Jonas Johnson.
426 is Dustin DeChamps.
426.
Deschamps. Okay.
358 is Rory Greer.
You know, that would be my car of choice if I was running as a GM. You just have to be able to get through a heat where you don't lose the trunk so you can tweak it a little bit.
Well, remember, there's no plating, no nothing.
I know, that's why I say you got to get it through the heat so you don't dump it in the dirt. Car number
1-4, Jort. 002 is Jeremy Walsh. 90 is Scott Kuzmal.
Okay,
Vic.
I found Lazenby. He
18.
texted me. He says he's right behind me.
Kaylee Larson, there's your female driver in the pink car.
And there's
And
Mr.
there's
Burns.
Mr. Burns.
Now, Mr. Burns is driving his daughter's car that she's run in multiple youth class. So I think he's tired of working on it or seeing it, and I bet you $5 as he finishes it in this heat. I do not think
his daughter ran May Mania and had bad luck.
Her name is Guns.
Yep, I
She's
nicknamed
always
her Guns.
She's got really thin arms.
Yeah,
she's always
what,
gunning it.
70 pounds wet, and she won Mad Dog a year ago, and she's just in the car doing this, and I went, oh, nickname Guns.
Yeah, she's Guns. Really great kid.
Gentlemen, boys and girls, are you ready for heat number 2? Let me hear you.
I like the Burns family. All right, I'm ready for heat number 2. This looks like it's going to get pretty rough.
Dave's having the fun father experience, though. He's building 3 cars at a time now.
Thank goodness they're wire cars.
No, he's building, him and his sons are building the Limited.
Oh, the Sueys. Oh, yeah, the Sueys.
Let's get them down in 5.
It's a lifestyle.
All right, here we go.
All right, what is Dave going to do?
There's a little feel out. If you haven't noticed, everyone looking from out of state.
Oh, good shot by 777.
In Utah, we start with the wagon wheel. Uh-oh.
Who's stuck?
I think that's Kylie. I think she lost her brakes.
Good shot by Mr. Burns.
Uh-oh, got to get some knocking down. Get somebody knocking them loose. Let's see if she'll do that.
Here comes a shot from Dustin. Running, if I recall, missed. Oh, beautiful, good glancing blow by Jordan, car number 114, Braxton. Another shot by Braxton. Running those aluminum wheels. Now, I've seen those run on these 80s cars, and they seem to hold up quite well.
Especially those thicker ones like he's running.
Oh, what? Is he going to do it? No, he's not. Dave Burns finally broke free.
Oh, 777's out.
Somebody got a good corner shot on 777, and
That's Jonas Johnson, our first car.
those things about
good
those-
hit on 00.
those Fords, though, running the original wiring, you don't have much to play with before you start breaking ignitions and stuff. Have to see how if he moved everything. Oh, that's Scott Kuzmal in car number 90 in the old Bubble Lincoln out there. And he is joined this as a points race. So
Kaylee Larson has got herself off the barrel. Hopefully she don't try back up. Her bumper's broke.
good shot into her friend.
That's it. Shut him down, shut him down.
Shut him down, shut him down. What are
him
they
down.
doing? What are they doing? Picking up a bumper.
So from time to time, we have to stop the heats if there's some debris in the arena, so we grab it, take it out of the arena, keep the driver safe so it doesn't come up in the floor.
You know, the good thing about bumpers in the wire class is they're all light. You pick them up and you're not being strained all night long.
Get our officials out of the arena, get them all clear.
You know, you can tell when people are a little,
Let's get him down one more
they
time.
get excited. He's excited. He'll feel better in a couple hours. Go for it.
All right. So we still only have one car out.
Yeah.
So 426. Dustin Deschamps hasn't moved in a while. Oh, he's broke his stick, so he is out now. Ooh, good shot by Kaylee.
All right.
That was a
It
good
is
shot by
winding-
Kaylee. Did you see that one?
Yeah, I saw her front frame go way up and her front tire go back. Car number 69's laid over. Shut him down, shut him down. There's still five. Oh, Kuzmal has lost a rear axle. This is not good.
Nope.
Three-wheel motion, let's go. Let's get him down in 3, 2, 1.
All right, there we go.
We now have 3 out. No, Kuz is gonna go. He's going on 3 legs.
The one thing about running a class like this out here in Utah is it's such a new class that nobody really has spare parts that they bring to shows. So he's probably trying to figure out, can he get the car fixed before the next, is it a gear, is it an axle?
And that's one thing, although we say this is a newer generation class, the old school guys really have an advantage when it comes to fixing, because we used to do it all this way.
Yeah, we didn't have $3,000 rear ends every weekend.
No,
It was
we
at
were-
best it was welded or a spool every once in a while.
We could fix a U-joint.
Oh, beautiful shot by Mr. Dave Burns.
He's going to try again.
And 114's like, okay,
Back
the
up.
dirt berm is saving me. The dirt berm is saving me. And he is down 3 tires, which is making it easier to elevate. So you just bump him a little bit, down 3. The left front tires are digging into the dirt.
And that berm's going to keep him from rolling unless Dave really backs up. Uh-oh. Is Dave gone?
Dave's like, okay.
He lost the motor. Oh, he got her fired up. Here he goes again.
Oh, and 114 has pulled his flag.
Ooh, that makes 002 has not pulled his flag if he's not out of time. That could be a mistake by 114.
Her flag is still, there's 4 cars with flags up. Okay.
All right, so 002.
No, there's actually 6 or 7, but they're now starting to pull flags. Dustin over there is like, what'd you do that for?
That's it. Shut him down.
Shut him down, shut him down. Time is up.
Top 3 drivers.
So 81 Burns is moving on.
Let's give these drivers a big round of applause. Almost had a roll.
Dustin has broken an axle, and he's probably, that's what makes it hard. If you only get 25, 30 cars, you start busting these up. There's
Yeah,
no
no
parts.
grudge.
Your grudge match, your
And
constant.
your main could drop out too.
it starts really affecting the show later on in the evening. There are enough cars that I can see that have just got tire swaps so they can get some back out here for a consi.
Kyle Larson. Callie Larson, not Kyle. Callie Larson, 18.
Did she qualify?
I guess she qualified along with Burns and I think, what's that? The red one down there. Is that 002? No.
So is Dave Burns our I think he's our Matt. Who?
Dave? Nope, he's gone. He's gone.
He won't come up here.
He won't. He's not a camera guy.
Okay, hey, we've got our boys, the Mormon Mullet Mafia is coming up after Heat 2. They're right there.
All right.
Jerry, see those two sitting on the plaid
On the
shirts? Pole. Mormon Mullet Mafia.
They go to your church?
No, but they're members of the church, but yeah, that's what they're called.
All right. Got them on, figure them out. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
All right. So the Mormon Mullet Mafia, right?
Yep.
All right. Names. Spit them out.
Braxton Anderson.
Wyatt Hansen.
And you've been driving for how long, guys?
A
2
year.
years.
2 years? Are you into the big guys now, or are you still doing the youth heats?
Still you.
Youth heats, and you're out of
Tooele.
Tooele. How many of the militia are there?
3 or 4.
3 or 4? You're not very talkative, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
So what's your preferred car? What are you driving?
93 Lincoln Town Car.
Is that what you try and stick with all the time, or is that what you got now?
Yeah, just what I
What
got
you got now? What are you running?
An 83 Cadillac.
83 Cadillac? That's a good one.
Yep.
Now, this is going to be your first run tonight, or you're not running tonight?
My first run tonight.
Tonight? On both cars?
Yep.
So, who's your competition?
I don't know.
You don't know? Let's see who you got here. Let's see. Let's pull it up real quick.
Whoever's in the arena.
Yeah.
Tana Greer, not one of your group.
No.
Clay Greer. Oh, so you got relatives there you're going to have to watch out for.
Yeah.
Vinny?
Yeah, we're driving.
You're with Vinny?
Yeah.
Easton?
Yep.
Yep.
Lila Andrews?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. It's not too bad. You got, what, 3, 6, 7 of you guys?
Yeah.
You know what I've always enjoyed about the youth heat is you guys put on a bigger show than the big drivers.
Yeah.
You don't care about the money. You're just out there having fun, doing your thing.
Yeah.
And it's always, if not the best heat of the night, pretty close, unless one of the heats really knocks it.
Yeah.
At May Mania, it was probably the best heat of the night. And there was 15 of you in that one.
Yeah, it was a lot.
A lot. So what else you gonna say?
I don't know.
Oh, why do you like derbying? How come you're not on your phone playing video games?
That's boring. Yeah.
So are you building the cars yourselves, or is Dad helping you?
My dad is helping me a little bit.
My grandpa helps me with the tuning.
The tuning up?
Yeah.
So what do you think of the wire class? It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Fun.
So easy.
It's fun.
Yeah.
So do they say get your ass off the bed and get out there and start working, or do you guys self-motivated?
Self-motivated.
All right. School's out. How many cars you got lined up for the summer?
3.
1 right now.
Really?
I have 2 right now.
2? So you're running here?
And then Heber's next. Then Tooele, West Jordan, Havoc.
That's a full season, guys.
Yeah.
We run 6 shows a year, and we were about dying. And it's got to be a lot easier with wire class.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I know you're getting cars from the big fat guy over there.
Yeah.
And it's probably good that he owns the junkyard in Tooele now too, huh?
Yeah.
Well, guys, we excited for you. You're in Heat 4.
Yep.
Okay, so go kill him.
Okay.
I want to see some junk.
All
I
right.
want to see you win a hat. Who's going to win it, you or him?
I don't know.
It's our Gladiator Award. Who's better?
Me.
You?
He's
All right.
one more.
He's one. Well, take him out first.
Yeah.
Woo. All right, guys.
Okay.
Go get ready.
All right. Okay. See ya.
Watch this next one. We'll see you.
Okay.
Knock him dead, guys.
All right.
Giveaway up. We got some cars coming in.
Zeb Hansen
Number
from
2.
Tooele, Utah. Car number 132.
Matt Murky.
That's a Matt, okay. Car number 32 is Quin Smith.
That's the brother of our previous
Car
Gladiator.
number 46, another one of those champs. And that's 416. Braden, car number 24.
DJ Cameron out of Uinta.
Now, him and his family have been running for years and years and years. Car number 74, Gabe Kuzmal, another Kuzmal. There we go.
Yeah, I didn't know his kids were going.
I didn't either.
04, Rowdy Burns. You know what?
253.
He's crazy as his dad was.
Yep, Ladden and Archibald, car number 253. Yeah, Rowdy. Looked like he had a bunch of 9-wire when he got here in his rear windows. In Utah, we don't know what 9-wire is. People show up at 9-wire and we're like, what's that? What's that doing? You know, and now we know because we've started seeing it a little bit more,
Right.
but he showed up with a bunch of 9-wire from his roof down to his doors, wiring it shut, and it looks like they didn't call that as a legal shutting.
Yeah.
We really appreciate you guys coming out. Did not expect this size of crowd. You guys are great. We appreciate you guys
8
showing up.
cars, 24. Then afterwards we will have a grudge. Or we call them grudge matches. A lot of people call them consolations. And we have a youth. And there's about 9 or 10 youth cars out there, so should be really good. Zeb Hansen, watch him in car number 2. He is very aggressive. You got Rowdy Burns, it's very aggressive. Quin Smith will be quite aggressive also. So it's going to be an interesting heat. See how they decide to light it up.
All right. Are you guys ready for heat number 3?
Rowdy's already got his hand on the rope saying, let's go. It's like riding a bull. His arm is up and he's ready to play.
Get the rosin on.
Shaking his head, let's go. There we go.
Oh! Big hit by 416.
Swinging it. Uh-oh, here we go. Now, the one thing I do not like about those square Vics is they seem to push. Now, if they're running stock motors, they seem to knock out the starters quite a bit if they push quick.
Oh!
He missed.
Swing and a miss and took himself in the dirt. 132's out of the mound. Let's see if Rowdy's out.
He got out.
Rowdy's out. Or no, it wasn't Rowdy. There's a big swing, 132.
Oh, good shot.
big hit.
And nosed. You always hate that when you knock somebody out of the way and then you do a full noser.
Yep. I was kept looking at that 416 as a 476, and I'm like, I don't have a 476. Oh! Big one.
Car number
Matt
1.
Murky.
Mr. Matt, that was nice. And you look where his bumper's still sitting. He hit that square. Oh, and that's get him back, get him back. Car number 24 says, I didn't like that last shot.
Ooh, that's close to the driver's door over there. Let's see what they say.
Shut him down. I think they might be calling a driver's door right there. We will see where it's at.
Hopefully that's just a warning. That was kind of a big... Nope, we got a bumper.
Oh, that's a rocker molding. A plastic rocker molding.
You know, out west, we are mostly in horse arenas.
Yes.
And we have to take a lot of care on our stripping. We don't mind those parts falling off, but we fight with the horse crowd over the dangers of what the metal's in the arena.
Looks like the full field is still going. Oh.
That's Rowdy making a hit on 32.
People are actually starting to figure out that in these wired classes, nose to nose, trunk to trunk's not really the way to go.
Nope.
It's all about the axle shots. You're starting to see a lot more wheels being laid over.
Oh,
Oh,
is that 20? I can't see the angle. Who is that?
that is, we can't quite see it
Is
either.
it 24? Oh, he might not be getting off now. See if Rowdy
Rowdy's
can
pinned up
start.
and get him dead.
Nope,
Oh,
he
there
got her
goes.
going. So 32 is stuck.
Now I will say, Rowdy's, I
Colin
like how
Smith.
the trunk of his car is folding up, nice and square.
You know, a lot of that is you got to take that first hit
Oh,
on the trunks and get him to do what you want him to do.
oh, there's a beautiful
Oh,
shot
big
by
hit.
Rowdy Burns.
Quin Smith.
253.
Landon Archibald.
Landon Archibald from Logan, I believe.
Yes. Now we got a little gamesmanship going on.
It's like
5 cars left.
Logan, Rock Springs, Twilla, Champ. I think he's from right around this area, I
Yeah,
believe.
he's up Tremonton ways, I think. Or in Logan.
Oh,
Those are those neck breakers.
yeah, he's like, redo the strap on my neck brace here. That was. There goes his helmet again. He's like, okay. He's like, who was it? Who was it?
That's Rowdy. Backing up. Wants a full track. Oh, got a head-on coming, maybe. Nope, turns out of it. There
yeah,
it is.
he's like,
there it
back
is.
at you. I didn't like that.
Got another.
See what's happening with the front end, how that front is starting to rise and it's pushing at the rear, at the back of the tires. Makes it awful tough. Now here, just on the repair side, a lot of the heats back east, you go through one of these heats, and I believe they're all one and dones. This is actually heats, grudges, and the main event. So on the repair side, everybody is allowed 2 repair plates, 4x6 by quarter, 1 per frame rail. So good shot by Mr. Hansen.
And that's new this year, because last year you didn't even bring a welder because you couldn't touch it.
Yeah, we just, with the cost of cars and what it takes to get people out, it's like if we can get 2 shows out of an event, or now that we're holding these
Whoa!
Good shot.
Oh.
That was right on the door. Hopefully, see if they call that or not. Car sort of turned away from him right at the last second, so he definitely got the door. And that's an adjustment that we've made in our rules just
That's driver's door.
this last little while.
I'll have to check that out, see what they call on that one.
Gotta keep your head on a swivel out there.
We made an adjustment that you can weld your driver's doors and do a little bit more reinforcement on these cars. Here comes Mr. Burns. Good shot on to Mr. Hansen, car number 2. And he has said, I've had enough. Darn it, he's hitting us.
He's not happy. Zeb Hansen's trying to give Rowdy a handful. Landon Archibald just sitting over there doing his thing. 74 is Gabe Kuzmal. Thought he lost his tranny for a minute, but maybe not.
Grabbing gears.
Oh, all that work, and Rowdy's going to miss the main.
Landon Archibald, I think he's going to say, this is where we're going to stay.
Car number 4 doesn't get started.
Zeb Hansen's trying to get it started again.
I don't think I would be. There he goes.
Rowdy got her fired.
Landon's
1,
got all
2.
this right
Last
on
hit,
that.
3. Number 2's out now. See if he can get it fired up.
Now, I think this black car, number 74, I don't think he has any throttle left. You can hear him just idling
He's
around.
just puddling, yep.
So if his
Maybe.
throttle cable or something is broken, and Landon Archibald's got 4 good tires, and his car's looking nice. He hasn't started to push
Yep,
or rise.
He's just got to clearance that rear end a little bit.
Hanson getting lit. Grab a gear.
Boy, Archibald's car for the main event is quite nice.
Yes, it is.
It's packed really good, rolled in the trunk.
But you know, you see that a lot, and then they get to the main, and something
Yeah.
silly happens.
Yeah, it's now, there you go.
So we got Landon Archibald, Rowdy Burns,
And right here, 74. with
Kuzmal.
Kuzmal running
Dave
with,
Kuzmal.
yep. But look at his, he got a good corner shot on his left front, so he's pushing hard. So
I was kind of a toss-up between Deschamps and Rowdy.
from 132 made that nasty hit
Big
right
hit.
at the start. So, but overall from start to
Because
finish,
the first half, Deschamps was tearing it up, and then towards the end, Rowdy was doing it.
Going to the main event of the evening, and your Mad Dog in car number 132, Matt Murky.
Matt, he was the one just pissing people off.
Teeing him off.
I think he was just really trying to make some people mad. I think I'm going to go with Matt.
All right. Should we go get him?
Somebody should go get him.
We're going to bring Matt over here.
All right. He caught us. He's like, all right, I'll go talk
Get
to
on
him.
TV.
He's
Come
not
on, let's do
bashful.
a little bit of that. Hello, sir. How are you doing? Need a drink?
Matt. Whoa.
Oh, sorry.
Congratulations. Great run.
Nice run.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So what kind of car were you running? It looks like a Lincoln.
No, a 2005 Crown Vic.
Is that a Crown Vic? Okay. I'm a little
You were
illiterate.
pissing people off in the beginning.
I could tell.
Was that your goal, was just to come on and put a show on? Or
Just the right shot came available, so I took it. I mean,
have you heard that you're not supposed to do those kind of shots in a wire class car because they don't hold up?
yeah.
So what do you think took you out?
I don't know. It's cranking, but it's not firing, so probably a wiring issue.
Hopefully something simple.
Start looking
Yeah.
for grounds.
Yeah,
Yep.
check fuses, check all that. Got to run the wire and harness and whatnot. So,
Well, one of the things we're doing tonight, and as Full Contact Derby TV, our headline sponsor is Gladiators of Steel. Have you heard of Gladiators of Steel?
Yeah.
Have you seen some of that?
yeah.
One of the things that we want to do is we're always talking about what is a gladiator. A gladiator is somebody that just goes out there and is just slaying it. He's out
Pissing people off.
you know, and really not protecting his life, just trying to survive.
Yeah.
And the award for being the gladiator of the heat is a Gladiators of Steel hat.
Sweet.
And we want to congratulate you for winning the Gladiators of Steel hat and being the gladiator of heat number 3 in the wire class.
Yeah,
Get your
appreciate
car
it.
fixed so you can get it back out in the grudge match or
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
consi.
you only got a youth heat.
Where,
Yeah.
where
Yeah,
are
I
you,
gotta-
We got to
work
let you
quick.
out of here and get you out of here.
where are you from?
Twilla.
Oh, you're one of the 18.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, I live right down the road. Do you live in Twilla?
yeah.
Where do you live in Twilla?
Up Vine Street. So.
Oh, so you're part of the Hanson clan.
yeah.
You know, that's part of the Mormon militia,
Militia. Yeah.
Mormon mullet militia and
We
everything.
got to get those boys to talk more. I had them on here trying to give them a hard time, and they're just like, no, yeah, no.
So, well, I live in Lake Point, so.
Yeah, I've came to see you a few times.
Okay, that's right.
With Lance, of course.
Okay, yes. So, do you work with Lance?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're one of the ones that work, because Lance, I'm like, how many cars are you building? I swear they had 8 or 9 of them up at the shop.
Yeah.
You were parked right next to the limousine.
Yeah, getting our windows out.
Okay, yeah, because I went over one day. They hired a glass company to come pull glass because they had so many cars they were building. So,
Well worth the money. I hate glass. Worst part of stripping.
well, we don't want to keep you. You have a short period of time to get your car fixed. Good luck and thank you. And
Thank you, buddy.
congrats on being
Nice
the gladiator.
driving.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Appreciate it.
All right, here is the youth. Man, that
Oh. Got to get my list up.
Do you have? I did not get a list of you.
Yeah, you did. It's on your
Card
picture.
number 77,
It's on your
Mr.
picture.
Anderson.
What's out? 51
Wyatt
is Wyatt Hansen. 7X is Lila Andrew.
Twilla.
I didn't get a card number on that one.
Did not either.
Clay Greer maybe, because I don't have a number in that. 67X.
Oh, there we go.
I don't have a 67X.
It's probably 7X.
Burdine, Easton Burdine. Now these drivers are all 12 to 16 years old.
Car number 32 in a front wheel drive.
Which
Cadillac.
won last one?
Oh, yes. And no, that was a front Illumina.
Illumina.
Won the youth. It was quite exciting to see. We were really worried about running Illuminas with the wire class, and we let one go, and we were nervous the whole time, and then it won the show.
She
won the show.
First time driving.
Yes. And they both look like they're painted the same, so I'm going to guess that's probably a very good guess.
Wyatt Hansen, Danny Hildebrand, Easton Burdine, Braxton Anderson.
Lila Andrews, that's Heath Andrews' daughter.
Gumby wasn't on, but when I was talking to the boys, I said, to be honest with you, this always seems to be the best heat of the night.
They don't care about their cars.
Nope. No money, no.
Yep.
And last year it was our only rollover of the season was this class.
In the youth, in
the whole year.
Oh yeah.
Let's get them down. In 5, 4, 3.
They put a little water on the track, and now good.
He spun around just right into that hit.
Easton Burdine was like, I'm gonna get him. Oh, good hit by car number 70.
7X, Lila.
Lila. Sister Andrews.
Yep. Oh, someone's in the berm over here. 22. Easton Burdine put him in there.
You guys got to realize that these youth classes are always the best heats of the Derby because.
Oh, that was the front wheel drive that got put up on the berm so he can dig off real easy. Got a very good.
Oh, she didn't see that one coming. 525 laid a big hit. You know, they slicked up this arena. It didn't slow them down at all.
No, they did not.
They've lost a little bit of their control, but they haven't slowed down.
And
Here comes a big one coming. Missed the door, missed the door.
Good shot. And he totally missed that door. He laid that quarter good.
Yep, bent the rim and everything. All right, now it's going to become hard to see some card numbers. A little sloppy in the middle.
Knocked the rear end completely out the right side.
Yep.
Look at that. That was awesome.
But he's still rolling.
Bermed it. That is the front wheel drive down there in the berm too. Nice hit by 526, which is one of the Greers. Don't know which one.
There's a 525.
Easton Burdine driving around down here. Man, he took a lick, and I'm surprised that axle didn't just snap.
I'm just going to call that the shark car. There's no number.
Yes. It's probably a good call.
Shark car's got a rear flat tire, having a hard time moving in the mud. 525 is just laying it out.
Yeah, Greers are doing really well. And he's running that GM. He's got to be careful. Those 7 3/4 whatever axles are in those, they don't do very well.
And this is down to 1, 2, 3, so we're not stopping. You know, what really kills me is these kids get out of these cars and they're like 40 pounds.
Okay, we got an axle coming out of 20, I think it was 22. His axle's not looking very good. what you're seeing if you're looking around the outside of the arena is parents are allowed to enter the arena and watch from the outside when their kids are running so that they can calm them down. And I ask, are we calming the parents down or the kids? Because the parents are usually a nervous wreck.
Well, we do it because we tell them, says, we're watching what we need to as officials. You're watching your kid all the time. You can tell us if something's wrong, they got hit, stop it, and it gives us another set of eyes beyond what the officials are watching for.
Good hit by Wyatt Hansen in car number 51. 525 is really lighting it up. That is a
big hit. Almost laid him over.
The Greers are both doing quite well. Which one's which, though?
Now it's getting muddy now.
You start, yeah. I have a feeling that car will be done.
He lost 525. Looks like he lost his posse, maybe. Oh, we got two more running. Start it up again. Don't get yourself stuck.
That's one thing you see a lot more, of course, like the rookie mistakes or those things like, why did you do that? And you see like early where if you pull in the flag early. So it's a good training zone to get these kids
some seat
prep,
time.
some seat time for the future.
Absolutely.
Car number 77, Braxton Anderson. There's not a lot left of that trunk. That was just to give you a heads up on that car. That car, beautiful hit by one of the Greers. Yeah, I think he's already earned that one. But Braxton, that used to be a lowrider caddy.
And that, you said it had the airbags in it or something?
It had airbags, and they had to do a lot of adjustments to get it back to be legal for this class because he had no shocks. He had springs. It was sort of crazy. Here he comes. Beautiful. Good shot. There we go. Car number 71. They're starting to get hot. 77. Braxton Anderson laid a good shot down there. Another good shot by Mr. or Mrs. Greer.
525.
And 77, Braxton Anderson. Good head on. You know, they don't have to worry about it. They don't run it again. So if they bust something, it's okay. Now this front wheel drive Cadillac, its right front tie rod is broke completely and its wheel is turned hard left where the other one's going straight. She is going to struggle. And I'm not trying to be politically correct when I say he, she.
No.
It has nothing to do with that spectrum.
We have
I don't know who it is.
No name, no number.
And he's like, why won't it turn right?
When he goes backwards, his bumper's hanging, so he's digging in the ground backwards.
But a very good run. Yeah, that's what you're going to have to do.
She's figuring it out. Timed out.
Ran out of time. Darn it. Good run. Okay, I'm going to go with she.
She.
That's the she. So that is Tana Greer. Okay, Tana drove awesome. Her brother Clay Greer drove awesome. There's a lot of good. Them youth are really starting to learn. And they're actually, what's sort of fun is they're starting to have alliances, and they're starting to have grudge matches with other groups.
We're seeing we got the Twilla group and the Wyoming group that are just.
I don't know if they like each other,
I don't.
but it takes me back to 1986 when I started. It was like them dang TNTs or the Twilla Outlaws or this group, and it was always fun to have different.
Oh, got it fired up, 525. That would be Clay.
Nice shot. Oh, and he blew his tire. Oh, that's tough.
It's all right. We can just keep going. That's just so sloppy right in the middle there.
Yeah, that water truck laid a few gallons there.
It did.
7X, you can tell she has lost her throttle. She is just putting around.
There's your hit. He's just got to back up and there you go, there you go.
She's got absolutely no throttle.
Down to the final 2.
There you go. Right into her.
4-3.
All right.
Did they call her out?
No, they called set 51 out. Great run by Wyatt Hansen. Just didn't have enough car left.
But he's got first place.
Oh, not 51. I'm talking, sorry, the other one out there.
51, Wyatt Hansen just made
Braxton
first.
Anderson.
Oh,
Braxton's who I was referring to. Yep, 51 is now the leader of the pack right now. He's like, at this point, he's like,
he might knock him loose.
He did knock him loose.
He did.
Hey, that's well, they're here for fun, so it does not really matter. But that's you wouldn't see that. You wouldn't see that in modern day older drivers.
No.
They're like, man, I just took the money home. He's still there.
He's going to try and push him out of the way if he can get free.
Now, what's very interesting is he has a Cadillac that's running a 4100 V8, and the computer went out on that car just a couple weeks ago.
That's the 2x4 car?
And they could not get a computer found for this car.
This is a great story.
So they called and said, can we mount a Cadillac to the carburetor to the original intake manifold? And we're like, what kind of car? And he told us his story, and we're like, yeah. So he had to have a factory GM carburetor because of how the rule reads. He mounted it, and he didn't have the spacer gaskets, so he cut holes in a 2x4 and has used a wood 2x4 in between the carburetor on the manifold, sealed it, and it is actually working.
It's in first place.
And in our show, we allowed him to run a carburetor Holly, and they said at this show how the rule reads, they wouldn't allow that. He had to have a factory GM. So he's got a spacer for a Holly, and now he's got a spacer for a GM.
Yeah, he might just.
Oh, is he going to be able to get around before he runs out of time? Because he's got to be
close
on the clock for time-wise.
That's
it? That's it.
Timeout.
That is it. Darn it. All right, very good run, boys and girls. That was awesome. I believe the winner of that heat was car 51, Wyatt Hansen. The second place was Clay Greer in 5:26. And I know for a fact Clay Greer was the gladiator of that heat.
Greer in 5:25. And in third place in 7X, Lila Andrews.
There we go. Lila, one of the two women drivers in second place. That is really awesome. And big call out to Tana Greer. She in that front wheel drove really well.
Good. Really
Love
good.
to see the youth have fun because you're seeing more and more of them want to get involved. That will help us in the future.
You see them, watch when they jump out of these cars because they're like 3 feet tall, 40, 50 pounds.
I mean, there's 12 and 13-year-olds out there.
I know.
You know what I really think this is good, though, is the father-son, father-daughter, quality time in the shop working together. You know, what are we having hard times with is families working together, playing together. It's usually the video games. And the fathers are really talking about how much this is changing things at home, where the kids are really being involved, learning skills that are going to help them throughout their life. And so, I know Mike Tix is doing a lot of stuff with the youth, and Smith Metalworks back east is doing a lot of stuff with the youth to try to get this same experience with bonding families and dads and moms and everything.
Yeah,
and so,
Casey Smith did that clinic this year. That was just fantastic, where they actually came in and built cars. They gave them hints and tricks and all that, and then they actually had a derby for them when they were done.
Even the big point series, I believe, and Iron City Promotions, all of those guys are doing a lot of stuff to really involve the youth. I think everybody started to see that it was important.
That we're getting old?
That we're all retired over, has been, and that this is the future of it. So, where is Lazenby? Do we see Lazenby?
Has he got his 17th Red Bull in him yet? Or did he run away?
Right up there. He needs to. I'm pointing at him. He is looking at me. He is looking at me now. He is standing up. Oh, we have it coming. Come on in, Laz. It has been since 2012, 2013, since this ugly mug has been on the camera. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good.
How many Red Bulls you had?
4, I think. Drinking water.
4 in the last 3 or 4 hours, or
no,
what?
all day.
Oh, really?
Oh, you cut way back.
I don't have a problem.
You cut way back.
I didn't say you've had a problem. I'm just saying you need to be sponsored. And what are you doing with your hands?
I don't know. What am I supposed to do with my hands? I don't know.
Hold your gloves.
Does anybody know what movie that is from?
Little Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby. Go. Okay, yeah, there we go. So, how you been, sir?
Good.
What do you think of this wire class stuff? What do you think of this wire class stuff?
Looks painful.
Remember the old days?
Yeah, no. I still welded stuff back then.
So how long it's been? Isn't it been since 2013 you've been in a car?
2017.
You were 17. Where did you make
No.
this?
No.
Last time I was in a
2017.
car?
When was the last time you were in a Derby? What year?
2017.
What show?
UTC.
Okay, I was not there because I haven't seen you drive since 2000. Physically seen you drive since 12.
Logan, July 9th.
Yep.
I'm not going to get one of these hats, though,
Yes,
because
you
I
are.
can buy one for $20.
You can.
And I'm going to go up there
By
and sandbag my butt off.
But I will tell you, by July 9th, there's going to be a hat that is only for one driver. It's going to have special writing on it that is going to be
The only way you can get it.
is to earn it in the arena. So they'll be out by July 9th. So what have you been up to?
Work.
What are you doing? What type of work are you doing? Welding. So you still know how to weld a Derby car?
My boy's welding now, so I have him do it.
Well, that's good.
Is your boy going to be driving? Is he thinking
Got to
about
give
it?
him this youth class.
If he puts up the money for it, Daddy can't pay for it.
Well, this ain't
Look
too
at
bad. This is not
You
too
see
bad.
this little girl? These kids are like 12 years old.
Yeah, I got a daughter that's going to run in Twilla.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty
She's
cool.
13.
So tell us a little bit about it. So you're coming back, because I got to say you're coming back because it's been too long. So what are you driving?
What do you think?
Shocker.
What do you
Chrysler.
think? Always. Same car every time.
Yep.
Gotta love it. You know, back when the old show was on, that was the car. That was the popular car back then.
Yeah, the rules have changed a little bit, but
So what do you get? It's pretty close to done, isn't it not?
yeah, I drive it around the shop all the time.
As long as
Well,
you're
you
not-
almost made
There's
Maymania.
burnout marks all over the asphalt.
Well, you were going to drive at Maymania, and then you fried the tranny.
Yeah.
So we missed you there, so we talked you into this one.
Yep.
took a lot of talking. Excited to see you back out. We gotta.
I'm way excited.
So
Not me. I'm going to sandbag my butt off. I'm going for the money.
Hey,
It's not too expensive anymore.
fits the name, right?
it's $8,000. You can win a motor.
It cost me $1,000 to put a cage in my car,
We know.
and I'm a welder, so
You don't get a surplus.
I do.
the
No, I
surplus-
buy. It's got the new stuff in it.
You didn't buy all the. Your boss is not asking why in the Sam Hills is my metal bill so high this month.
We've spent a lot this year. So
Well, what are you running? Have you went away from Chrysler under the hood?
nope.
You're still running Chrysler.
I'm waiting for Jeff Baldwin to sponsor me a motor.
What, you know, Schrade's building Chryslers. Schrade's building Chryslers. He's local.
Closer.
And cheaper.
Bone stock, except for the rear end. But I'm really just going out to have fun.
Well, that's the best way. That's the best attitude to have to get back out there.
I want to see how many GMs I can junk with that Chrysler.
If it's anything like the old days, it'll be fun to see.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Logan, we got 70 cars running that weekend.
Only 40 on the heavy, if they all show up. Because
And we
$7 a gallon, we're going to lose.
And
a
we
few.
say heavy. It's stern dirt heavy.
Yeah.
It's sort of
not heavy.
mellow. So.
I need to make mine a pre-run so I can patch it up a little bit.
Oh, see, you're not supposed to know.
Did I say that on air?
But remember, you pass inspection, you can put your 2 plates on right away.
My shocker needs more than 2 plates. It's a rusty one. But
Yeah, that back door, it was half gone.
yeah,
Hey, you know a guy who owns a junkyard?
He bought all the Chryslers out of that junkyard quite a few years ago.
yeah,
Yeah, my company that I work for bought his old stomping grounds of derby car purchasing, and they said that you got a lot of cars out of that yard.
I bought eight shockers out of there for $200
Each.
No, $200. Joe Moore. I give him 2 440s back and $200.
Them were the days.
He liked me. I would sit and let him tell me stories for a long time, and
Yeah, good old Joe Moore. He was a cool cat. You know, it was crazy when I took over and was asked to manage it. We were cleaning out where they used to smoke their cigarettes and drink coffee. That shop with the fire pit inside. Went to one shelf and we put a metal bin right outside the door, and on the metal bin there was 8 sets of 60s 440 closed chamber heads on there that we're closing our eyes as we were throwing them in the dumpster. It was sad. He was a true Mopar nut.
yep.
So, which is fun to see. So is this just a one and done type of experience for you? Or are you really thinking about getting back in and
Not at
playing a little
$1,500
more?
a cage.
It's more than one and done. The
Yeah.
money I'm dumping.
You know, I'm still running your bolt-in cages that you made me.
The what?
The bolt-in cages you made me. I'm still running those.
I need to get off my lazy butt and build my own, especially after paying for them.
Yeah, they are. You're going to be saving that metal, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Well, then you can put a couple gussets, make a few cuts, and you're ready to go with a bolt-in.
Yep, I love them.
Yeah, they work good. So, well, that's good because hopefully some of us, I've been technically out of the driving loop for 3 years. This is actually year 4, and I need to get back out and do at least 1 or 2 more before I give it up.
I think our old bodies are going to do this, though.
Yeah, that's all right. I've got a couple wagons that I am aching to finish wreck before I quit. I really want to pick a show, something like that. Last week we were over at Border Wars in Nebraska. A show like that would just be an absolute. I just don't have the parts to build a car to that caliber with rear ends and all those kind of things.
So I went and watched the one in Ohio last year, that Kings of Ohio.
Imperial Eagle. They had that one.
Just vicious cars. The build was just incredible, but their layout, you have 3 guys in a heat at once. So it takes team driving out of it. Only one person comes out of each heat.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And that's really good. I mean, it shows who the drivers are.
What we're finding as promoters and as we see doing the TV now is people are trying to find new things that nobody else is doing because, there's 2,500 derbies a year in this country or somewhere around there. And 99% of those are cookie cutter, maybe more cars, a different style build, but they're all heats, grudge, main, the same format. So when you see, like over that Chad Markley was running for years, the King of the Ring, where they would put the whole fleet, everybody went out in the arena at one time. They'd run it for 1 hour. I'm like, they would run a heat for an hour, and then they would, and that threw me off. But that takes a skill level in itself to be able to
keep your car together,
be able to get to the next stage, and it's in series. Then they would take the car out. You have 1 hour to fix your car, and whoever could get back out there, that was considered the main event. And so, but it was popular for a while because it was something different. And so, King of the Ring, they definitely are, they're sponsored by Jegs and all that, which is really cool to have a sponsor like that. And they are trying something new. There was another show that I heard about last year that really did something interesting. They would draw your heat, and it was like Jegs, but they'd take 3 of you. They'd go paint your pillar. Then they draw they put 12 cars in the arena, but the only
car
cars
you
you
could
had
hit
to knock out
was that
were the
car.
2 cars that you were had the same color pillar. So they were chasing those cars while other guys were chasing cars, and it turned out to be a fiasco. Once you knocked out the other 2 cars, you advanced to that main event, and you were done for that main while everybody's out still. And I was like, what? It would be hard to figure out exactly how. You'd have to have one guy watching each team. But what an interesting concept it makes it different.
We saw the one with team drivers where you showed up and you didn't know who your teammate was. You just picked.
That would be quite
I'll let you guys on
interesting.
for a second.
So it's good it really is good to see you back. It's we have a lot of history and a lot of fun back in the old days. There for a while though, we weren't the most cordial. You were on a different side of the team.
Oh yeah.
I remember it's like, okay, Lasme, okay, here it is. This is I remember it was like, I've never seen the cleanest Impala that I've ever owned get destroyed so fast. I'm just glad I wasn't driving it. My brother was driving it. You decided to, I don't think
Hey,
the front
you got to tell them why to start.
It's been too long. I don't remember.
Yeah, the Derby before that was Twilla. And Jake Hansen threw his driver door right in front of me, and I hit it, and you called me on it. You were the head official.
Oh, is that what caused you to beat the living crap out of my brother?
So when I seen that car,
Brother Rich, we have figured it out now after 20 years why you got beat up, and it was me. So I owe you a free car. That was my car too. Thank you.
Yeah.
The cleanest 75 Chevy Impala that I've ever owned. I said I want my brother to have a good car. 2 minutes in, it was junk, non-repairable junk. I mean, rear bumper pushed through the rear tires. So, but yeah, back then it wasn't. It was like you and Steve Gunn were coming against me, and I don't know who was I running with back then. You had your alliances and stuff like that. And it was like, all right, who's up? Oh, this is gonna be fun. Those were the good old days. I still think those were probably the funnest days of Derby that I was ever a part of. King's Crash was fun to be able to say we did that. Been there, done that. But back in those days where we go to West Jordan,
West Jordan, Twilla.
Yeah, those were
almost every weekend.
Yeah, it was pretty nasty back then. So yeah, they're having a dance off. So, you ever miss promoting? You actually had a pretty good run of it for 2 or 3 years. Had some really good shows.
Yeah, but the drama end of it, I don't like.
There is a lot of that. It's hard to understand why. It's just a lot of money, a lot of time. A
lot of stress.
Bitter rivalries. You don't like getting one up by somebody, so it creates a lot for the drivers and a lot for the promoters.
Calling out people,
friends.
We ended up kicking cars, but and you're friends with the guys you're kicking, but so it starts a spiral. But
yep, that's why I said that this right here is the best job in derbies. We get the best seats in the house. If they would give us some lazy boys, we'd be fine.
Mm-hmm.
But we had somebody, what happened? And he started swearing and screaming. I'm like, the best part about it, I know he's not swearing at us. He's not mad at us. So it's like, it feels really good. We can be that intermediate person to talk, to say what's going on. And the reality is, do we really care? No, we don't. We're here to talk about a great show. And
I like how a lot of the drivers are starting to promote, like this tonight.
Yep.
I mean, it's a good eye-opener for drive. It opened my eyes wide open.
So when you went to a show after the fact, you thought of things a lot different.
Yeah, I'm freaking scared to cheat because you don't want to get labeled a cheater. But at the same time, you got to push the rules.
I've told a lot of people, everybody's like, so do you want, I've talked about people building me cars, and they're like, do you want it straight up, or do you want me to do hide some stuff? And I said, look, I figure that if I hide some stuff and I get caught, that's giving somebody a green light to come to one of our shows and do the same thing. So I'm like, I would rather lose than to get caught with that.
Yep.
I just remember the one time going to Twilla, Mike Childs threw me out for cheating because I was running a '79 Cadillac Seville, rear-wheel drive car. And the motor mounts were typical Chevy C-cups. And I put, I took the motor mounts, and from the C-cup down to the frame, I took a 2-inch wide by 4-inch piece of metal and welded it from the C-cup down to the frame to hold it from ripping and pushing, hopefully not breaking the ears of the block. And they said, you got to cut that. That's cheating. I'm like, I'm getting called a cheater for that. And I just said, it's not worth it. So I decided no longer to run.
Gumby.
525. This is a Greer. Is this a Greer?
Yeah.
We didn't know it was. We were calling you and your sister both he, she's. Everybody thought we were liberal because we were calling you he, she's because they didn't have your car number next to your name. And so, and then after the show, we finally found out who you were and said, you were laying the smack down, and you're sitting next to somebody that used to be the man of smack. He used to lay down the wood years ago. So
I'm normal.
Do you know who Jared Lazenby is? Oh boy! We are young. Well, look up Jared Lazenby, and a picture will come to your Facebook, YouTube. So, but so what were you driving out there? What kind of car? It's a GM.
Yeah. I can't freaking remember.
Okay. So was this your first run, or have you driven a couple?
This is my first.
This was your first? Are you hooked? Did you love it?
Yeah.
Oh, he needs. Can
Was
we
it
have
worth
you
all the
pull your mic up to your mouth a little bit more?
Like that?
Is that much better? He's giving me a thumbs up.
Okay.
So where are you from?
Cornish.
Cornish. That still does not help me a little.
Or Utah. So Cornish, Utah.
Okay. Which cities are close?
It's by Idaho. Like.
Okay,
Weston.
so we're close.
Yeah.
So all right. Well, that was awesome. The reason we're calling you up here is because every hit, Gladiators of Steel, which is, have you ever heard of Gladiators of Steel? Oh my goodness. Do you know how to use the phone or the TV or the internet at all?
I want to move to Cornish, Utah.
There is something nice to be said about that. Well, Gladiators of Steel is a new documentary that's coming out later in the summer. And we wanted to do something for the name because of being a gladiator, which a gladiator, do you know what a gladiator is? Have you seen them?
Yeah.
Okay, have you seen the Russell Cole?
Yeah.
They're out there just slaying it and trying to, you reminded us of a gladiator. And so on behalf of Gladiators of Steel, we want to present you with a hat for being somebody that was out there putting on a show and just slaying it during the heat.
Thank you.
And we're looking forward to in the future seeing you and your sister. It's your sister that was in the front wheel drive, right?
Yeah.
You guys both drove amazing. Tell your sister that we were very impressed. And it's good to meet the Greer family. And thanks for putting on a show. And you loved it. What was your favorite part?
I don't know. It was all pretty fun.
And what put you out?
I couldn't go in reverse. That sucked.
Yeah, your bumper was down a little bit, wasn't it? Well, good learning experience, but we wish you nothing but the best. Look forward to seeing you. Come say hi. Anytime you see Full Contact Derby at a show, please come say hi. And
all right.
And win some more. Maybe next time if you win another hat, we'll have to give you a shirt or something.
All right, sounds good.
So good job and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy. All right. 777. He wasn't too happy. Something broke on his car early. Do you know there's 18 cars from Tooele here this weekend?
I know. That's crazy.
There's like 32 total cars, and 18 cars traveled 2 hours to get here. Now the question is Tooele going to get 18 cars in the show?
I don't know.
So it'll be a lot of fun. So how many cars are we? Did he got called out for a driver's door right out of the hole?
4.
Right out of the hole.
That's old Hinkley.
Zeb Hansen, car number 23. Zeb's the driver, doing well. It's not very often you see wheels on backwards anymore, is it?
All right, in car 777, that's Jordan
So if you drove this, what I would think you would like to run one of them those Chryslers, one of those Chryslers, 80s Chryslers that run a lot.
Sorry, back. Did it miss me?
Yeah, a lot.
Whatever.
Brad Bowman runs a lot. Used to run a lot of. What are those Chryslers that would fit this class? St. Regis. I could see you wanting just to stay true to your colors of Chrysler.
I ran Bic too. I ran a couple Bics, but I ran GMs. I ran Buick Limited. They just junk. 2 hits and they come up.
Well, that they do, but I will tell you that to stay true to your real colors, you are a through and through Chrysler boy. So I would like to see you run a St. Regis in the wire class. And they do really well. Brittany Huggard, that's what she ran last year in a couple of the wire. It was a St. Regis, and she did very, very well. You know, the last time I ran with him, I rolled him, so I have to give him a little. All right, here they go, round and round, Utah style, 777. Let's see if we can change pictures here. Oh, there we go. Now I can tell who 777 is a little bit. So it is Jonas Johnson from Twilla. We got 88. The minivan from is Drew Hanks. Car number, missing everybody. Car number 00. Hinckley. I can't read their handwriting. Car number 32, Quin Smith. Back out there, losing an X. Car number 43, 436.
Test. There I am. Okay, I'm back.
436. I'm not watching, so we'll call them out later as they go. Mr. Hanks taking a shot on the minivans. I always thought the caravans were, they don't like the caravan.
Well, we were curious to see how those were going to hold up because we tried doing the minivan heat. Problem is minivans are too popular in Utah.
They still drive them.
Yeah. Look at this wind up right here. Oh, good shot by, I believe that was 00. He's the one that got called out. Hinckley. He's the one that got called out right out of heat 1 about 10 seconds in. He's like, I built this car. I need to get rid of some aggression here. Oh, good. Oh, look at that thing nose. Good shot. Oh. Boy, that Ford rolled hard. He's like, it was moving a lot better before that last hit. And I'm almost betting he lost some kind of throttle because you can see he's not moving very good.
These guys are playing a serious chess match out there because they're going to go right into the main event and their car has to be working.
Jonas is like, I do not want to bend this too bad because I do not have a lot of time to fix. Oh, good shot. Jeb Hansen, he's like, I got to make a bump, which that was right there. You know, the one thing about these is with this class and only having 2 repair plates, man, they get messed up quick, and there's nothing you can really do to fix them. So you got to keep that nose clean early.
Well, back in the day, we didn't have all that crap either.
Yeah, but we drove backwards a lot more than we do these guys do. These guys are all
they don't know
nosing
about
quick. Mr. Smith, he lost. He's got his axle back in. So that's interesting. I'd like to see how he got that axle back in because usually on those Fords, that new style, you have to pull the covers and all. That's a lot of work. And that was pretty quick because he was in the 3rd heat. Did not have a lot of time to fix it. But his nose is clean, so that's really the important part. Is I'd be backing up for the rest of this heat. Okay, that's not backing up. sometimes there's just those shots you can't pass up on. It's just like, oh, this looks like too much fun.
Oh, I get them a lot.
This is, you know, you had the Twilla Outlaws of old. This right here is the new Twilla group, and they're called the Mormon Mullet Militia. So,
These guys,
and
they don't talk much. I tried.
They didn't name themselves that either, by the way. They got in a battle with the guys from Wyoming, and they said those darn Mormon Mullet Militia over there, and I'm like, that is perfect.
Perfect name. Perfect name.
They didn't get named that by purpose. It was just such a coincidence.
Well, 32 is really good shape.
And he's waving. He's on a Sunday drive. He's just like.
Are they taking 2 or 3 out of this?
I think they're taking 3. One guy with no throttle, which is enough to tick him off. Most people these youth probably don't,
See the crowd, radiators, you don't hear that in the big cars.
Jonas is the one that was mad that he got hit in the driver's door, was swearing, and we walked off and we're like, it's great to have somebody swearing at a show and you know they're not mad at you. So, guaranteed, Zeb Hansen and car number the
32,
the black one, do not have throttle cables left. Now Zeb might, but the other one does not have a throttle cable left.
777.
They're just cruising around. They don't have any.
Yeah, I just realized he's a half and half car. He's gray on one side, red on the other. I did that once. I think it was for your show. I went as a lime on one and yellow on the other side. Worst thing I ever did, because the guys I was driving with, as soon as I turned the corner, they didn't know who I was.
That could be a mistake. Zeb's like, I got nothing left in the front. If I'm going to do something in the main, I got to save this thing.
Tried to knock him free.
You know, we have this light ring, and I'm looking through the ring to see the cars, and I don't like it.
No, it's
I'm going to get arc flash.
You going to get weld burned tonight? That there was funny. That there was funny. Are you dimming it? Oh, you're brightening. Oh, no. You're okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I think this is about over.
I think so.
Did they have a mini class tonight or no?
We go to the main event. We're going to do a little Gladiators giveaway here at the break to give these guys a few minutes to get lined up.
Okay.
So Gladiators of Steel, subscribe to the YouTube channel. See everything that's going to happen with the upcoming movie.
Here they go again. You know, Zeb's getting to be a pretty good little driver, too. He's starting to figure it out.
It's fun to see those guys like CG and Zeb.
They used to be balls to the walls, kill their car.
And come with welds that didn't hold together. It looks like Lazenby welded them, you know.
I don't know. His always held together when he hit me.
Yes, they did.
Back in the old day when I finally figured out a 20-year-old mystery today.
What's that?
He beat my brother up because of a call I made on him in Twilla. I made a call on him in Twilla, so
A bad call.
And 2 weeks later, he trashed my brother. He finally told me why.
In the arena, I hope.
Oh, it was in the arena. Oh, yeah, badly. And I didn't know why. I was like, what the crap? 20 years later, I finally can go to sleep at night and sleep through the night.
You guys got me at the next derby.
Did we?
You and your brother.
Okay, well, that's
I
fair.
think I ended up third. But it came down to me and you two.
Okay, well, that's good then. What comes around goes around?
Yep.
Okay. But I don't think we beat the time record that you did in destroying a perfectly good Impala.
It ain't that hard to destroy an Impala.
Oh. All right, everybody, they're waving a flag. I don't know what that means. Well, I do know what that means. That means they're stopping it.
1, 2, 3.
Shut it down, shut it down. don't know quite. Are you feeling like you're getting eyed by the Mormon Mullet Militia?
All that fun stuff.
All right, everybody.
I'll be back in a minute.
We will go. I'm going to go over our sponsors that are sponsoring Full Contact Derby TV. Are the Pitmaster Supply Company, which is Utah. He's a Utah award-winning barbecue genius. The Derby Mafia T-shirts, who's doing all the T-shirts for Steel Gladiators and so forth. Narrett Derby parts, which amazing. We've sold those parts for years. They're great. Smith Metalworks. I still think the best gas pedal or brake pedal on the market. Schrade engines and Broadhead decals. So we like to thank them for being around for us and supporting us in this wonderful endeavor this year. Now we're talking about shows that we've got coming up that you can watch for nada. First off, July 9th, Cash Carnage. You get to watch Mr. Jared Lasby, car number 23 from Sandbagger Racing, live 7 p.m. Mountain Time in Cache Cartage, Utah. Then we fly to, actually I drive to July 16th in Chino, California. Have you ever seen that show in Chino? If you,
Back in the day.
You really ought to get on the internet. If you really want to get excited to watch a show, it's good to do your homework. Get on YouTube and type in Chino, California Demolition Derby, the Moat. Get on there and watch and see what that's all about. It's a great show.
I think Jeremy McPherson's good driving out there from Nevada.
So Chino, California, July 16th, live on Full Contact Derby TV. Golden Spike Derailleur, Golden Spike Arena, back in the best arena in Utah, in my opinion. Golden Spike Arena on August 13th. Perrington, Texas, August 27th. It looks like we are going to be there. That will be an awesome, fun show. You get to see some of how Texas does things and maybe find a clean iron old one down in there in Texas. Carnage at the Clark Fork, September 4th in Plains, Montana. Another one of those that if you want to do some homework. Seeing the old arena, it is an amazing venue with cool visuals all the way around. Carnage of the Clark, September 4th. Day of Reckoning, September 17th, Utah State Fair. All of these live on Full Contact Derby TV, broadcast on Gladiators of Steel Facebook, and then on YouTube later in the week. And then Halloween Havoc, October 1st, right back at the Golden Spike Arena. I also tell you to watch for more shows. Get on and look. We are a big supporter and want to support Nebraska Derby. They put on amazing shows. They're involved with some great ones over there in Stanton, Nebraska. We just did Border Wars, which, as I have said multiple times, top 5 shows that I have ever seen. That show was a hit and fool. There were some fools out there just going berserk, putting on a show. Top 5 shows. So watch for Nebraska Derby on YouTube and watch for where they're going to be next. We're hoping to put some stuff together where we can work through them. You need to talk to Andrew Haney or Trent, who puts on the shows, does all the video. Amazing guys. They've invested a lot of time and money. If you are in Nebraska or surrounding areas and you want a company to come and broadcast your show and we're unable to do it, Track Shot, Derby Nation, please give them a shot to put their show on TV for them. They will do you a great job. So everybody, thank you for joining us this evening. We are down to the sun has gone down. It's got beautiful tonight. This is the best part of the whole day.
Yeah,
right
that
before
wind.
there are 2 or 3 cars going into this main event that really kept their nose clean. And I'm going to tell you, the master of driving these wire classes really is Joker. Joker took a wire class car last year, ran it 5 times and won, I think, 4 or 5 of the shows because he knew how to keep the front end clean, and he just, the back end.
Or sandbag, you can call it whatever.
Well, there's this there, you know, what some people call it this, some people call it that, but he actually kept that car clean, kept the back end good, he got it packed in good, and he pulled off. He was in the points race last year. You only get half points for one and dones, and I think he ended up like 6th or 7th in the points race, not running one full point show. That's pretty impressive and quite tough. So, hey, but we are also, yeah, it's funny now, if we opened up the purse strings a little bit and did more shows, we could have 20, 25 shows this year.
Easy.
That's how many people are asking us to come. It's like
But
our budget was not that big this year.
What budget?
Well, Gladiator still must have a lot of money. So,
And we appreciate them.
so it's going to be, and let me tell you, everybody, I'm one that has actually seen the whole show outright. Not because we're involved. It is awesome. It is such a cool show. It does Derby's good. If season 2 happens, Gladiator still does well. Who knows? We might be filming East Coast, Midwest, a continuation of Gladiator still throughout all different Derby cultures and styles. So that is our hope and dream, to bring it to the world and make something unique and different. Bring it to the mainstream.
Yep.
So that is the goal.
And not only that, we want to bring a unique show to everybody eventually here.
So what is our most unique show that we've talked about that we really want to do? Do you remember what continent that's in?
Oh, I remember the continent, but I'm talking locally. We're thinking Reno?
Oh yeah, we're talking about Reno on
New Year's Eve?
We've talked about that. We'll see if that's
See if we
possible.
can try to pull that off.
And that will be a Gladiators of Steel show, and that is their baby. That is not a Stern Dirt show. It is a Gladiators of Steel show, and we've all, our main goal. For years, Vegas was our goal. Vegas was
Done.
the goal to do, and we fight, and it happened.
And before everyone asks, we cannot go back to that hotel. We're looking at other hotels, but the problem is
The experience.
the experience we had at the plaza in Fremont Street, being literally walking across the street from the Derby Arena, and you're on Fremont Street, you can't duplicate.
Watching the Derby from a hot tub on top of the Plaza Hotel
yeah.
Casino, yeah.
You can't duplicate that, and it's almost like we jumped in so big, we didn't go small and grew. We went, let's go all eggs in.
Still,
So we're trying. So if you're asking, we're trying.
Vegas
we're
is
still
not
looking.
100% dead, but it is right now. There's
still a democratic philosophy down there.
So you got that, and you have unions that hurt it and a lot of stuff like that. But who knows? Vegas is not always dead. But the one show that Johnny and I, because there's a lot of Vic builders, and the one place there's a lot of Vics laying around is Dubai. And Dubai loves American culture.
And they have the money.
And they have lots of money. And they would love, they have UFC coming. They pay big bucks to have UFC going. Would it not be fantastic to find a way to fly a bunch of Derby drivers out to Dubai, send gas tanks, battery boxes, and a bunch of stuff, not ship a car,
No.
but to build cars out there for a week in Dubai and run a show?
Nope. It would. I don't fly over water for one. if my plane is going to crash, I want it to hit a damn mountain. Be done.
So our friend Tina Sweet, she won't fly across water because she's afraid because of her pretty toenails, the fish will eat her toes if she crashes in the water.
Do you have pretty toenails, or is that part of your thing? Okay, hey, if there was a Derby in Dubai, even if I didn't have the opportunity to drive in it, I would be there to watch it.
That's like that Badger Racing in the UK.
Oh my I would not do that.
Banger racing.
Those guys are nuts.
Banger racing.
Yeah.
They watch these shows all the time, and we're always like, "You're nuts. We love it. Keep it up. We want to watch it. We want to watch your YouTube channel when you do that because you're all crazy." So, but
if you haven't seen it, go watch it because they do it on a circle track wide open. I mean, the whole track. And they'll do a lap to get up to 100 miles an hour, and they just plow into somebody.
I haven't figured out what the rules of it are, but it's amazing and fun.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so there are some dreams. Will Dubai ever happen? Who knows? But it would be a fun experience to do something like that. And I know if it ever did happen, there's a lot of people that would go do it.
Oh yeah.
So
I'll watch it on Gladiators of Steel.
I talked to them years ago, and they wanted to do a we go there and they come here thing. And I just went, no.
Because it sounds like we'll be building cars here and there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be a fun show. It would actually be fun to do a show down in Mexico.
Yeah, there's not much left in Mexico.
Except there's a lot of
my
cars.
dad lives in Los Bareilles, and first time I went to go see him, and there was a mini car in the street. And I went, over the course of several months. Then it went from a car to kind of no glass, to no hood, no doors, to no engine, to no wiring, to just a frame by the time I left. I don't know where it all went, but they used every.
Hey.
I actually talked to them about it down there, and
they'll use the glass for a house. They'll use
the locals.
Yeah.
They said the locals would not do it because when things break down, they utilize everything they can. All right, coming into the arena.
Yeah, 253 from
253.
Landon
Archibald. He's pretty balled up. He's looking pretty good.
That nose was clean. He is, in my opinion, the way he drove that car in the heat
was perfect.
He's got a lot of nose left. It hasn't started pushing or coming up yet. So
the key is can he keep everyone off of him to continue?
Yeah, it depends on how the shots he takes.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't know it, but he just floored it coming across the arena. You couldn't hear nothing. Landon has been around, so he is an experienced driver.
Yeah. I think I hear some coming. It's hard to tell.
You see officials moving.
This is Braxton Jort, I believe. 114. Yep, 114. Braxton Jort from the grudge match.
He's sitting good. He
looking
lost a lot of tires, which actually helped him out a little bit. He's the one that Burns almost rolled over. Will Hewlin. Look at the back end, how they've rolled. It was going down, and they've rolled it and packed it. He's in good shape. If you look at the front of his car, it's looking clean.
Number 2.
Mr. Hansen.
Zeb Hansen. He's kind of hurt. Here comes Rowdy Burns.
Rowdy Burns has got his nose down because it was way up.
Well, that's what happens when Daddy's got the record.
Hopefully those 2 plates hold it.
Yep.
But they always push in the same place on them Fords, right?
I didn't know you were allowed to plate after the heat.
2 repair plates per frame rail.
No, one per frame rail.
One per frame rail, sorry. 2 total plates. Mr.
32.
Smith.
Colin Smith.
He just won the grudge match and lost an axle in heat number 3 right out. He's the one that they stopped the race to pull his axle out.
No, that was
no.
Ethan
Colin
Burdine.
Smith made it through heat 3.
Oh, that was right. That's what it was.
132. Matt Murky.
Matt Murky is one that won the Mad Dog. They must be taking.
There's my favorite car right there.
See that?
See that car?
Car number 7.
Drove his ass off. See that number?
Both of those guys.
Car 17, Quin Smith.
Both of those guys won Gladiators hats.
777, Jonas Johnson.
Jonas is the one that swore at us.
I have no clue what that number was.
A streak, the silver streak.
Silver streak.
X69 is Wyatt Larson.
Everybody
Wyatt Larson.
Yeah, thank you for joining us this evening. Hopefully you've enjoyed another episode of Full Contact Derby TV. Coming back July 9th, but look earlier.
Oh, they got the drive line fixed.
How about that?
Yeah. 81, Mr. Burns. I have to use Mr. now.
Mr. Dave Burns.
He's grown up so much.
He is. Until he's drunk and Lazenby yells something at him, and then it's almost a brawl.
we're both hard-headed, so
A little bit.
I'm stubborn. So
13 cars out of 16. Is that what you said the number was?
Yep.
Boy, that's a lot of cars. Well, Canadian Goose is an alcoholic beverage, isn't it?
Oh, I got the silver car was 18. Hunter Anderson.
All right, Hunter Anderson. Hunter Anderson is the Princess Pounder car.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is your main event of the evening for
In this, it's such a wild card. You never know what can win this show. One hit can take any car out, but especially in these classes, you know, they got some weak points.
You know, the other thing is that with this many cars, going up and over a berm is a big possibility.
Yep. Well, everybody, if you're looking for a fun show next year here, this is definitely one that you would be encouraged to run. It's easy build, great arena. This facility is fantastic.
Cody said turkey or ham. I'm done with Thanksgiving now. Main event.
Okay, thank you, Cody.
Feels like I-15 in Salt Lake City.
Yeah, freeway on the weekend or the weeknight at 5 p.m.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are you ready for some demolition boom reaction? Let me hear you! Let's stand by in 5, 4.
People are starting to go backwards. This is such a free shot.
132's cutting the corner. Not enough. Oh, there's one.
Oh, good shot.
114 off the bat.
Oh, blown tire on the limousine, all right out of the hole. Yep, he's like, oh man, that was quick. Good shot by the limo. Woohoo! Somebody's already broke their flag and right here in front of us. I think it's the 169, I believe.
Cannot tell. He's mad. He's
Oh.
really mad.
I think he's hitting his steering wheel harder than he hit that last car. You know, we were hoping to get Tripler up here. You know, Tripler is one of the promoters, and he has got a red beard and red hair. And I was going to ask him, I said, you know, when I was growing up as a child, all the Santa Claus shows had red beard. Santa was red head, red beard. And then after all the stress of doing the job, he turned white, and I figured he was Tripler was going to look like a Santa Claus.
Look at the front of the 777 peeled all the way up.
Oh, look at that. That was not.
That's not a good hit.
Jonas took a good. He's like, man, what happened?
17's flying around.
Dave Burns is actually taking. This is not a typical Dave Burns.
No, he's.
But that's all it takes right there
To piss him off.
to get him woke up.
Oh, yeah,
See
there
what
you
I
go,
mean?
There you go. Yes, he did. That was a.
Where's Rowdy? I haven't seen Rowdy flying around there.
Rowdy's the 0-2. Will Hewlin is looking really good, coming our way with that inverted bumper on the Cadillac. Still looking good. 81's looking good, but 253 is. Didn't he win the Logan Show a couple years ago? 253.
What's the name?
Archibald. I think he
Landon?
did. I think he won a show a couple
Didn't
years
he
ago.
win Hot Rockin' Fourth one year?
That might be
That's
where it is.
was, yeah.
Because I never heard of him.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh.
yeah, that. Yeah, Landon Archibald. That's right. Blast from the past.
Number 2's after Burns.
Good
And
hit by
17's trunk is packed so nice.
Will Hewlin's driving it. 17 starting to push up a little bit. Yeah, his wheels are still square though.
Mr. Smith there. You got to watch it on that. It'll start dumping in front of the tires.
Yeah. 253 is dead right this second. There, he's trying. It's not good to be him right now because people are taking shots on him. Oh, right on the wheel. It's like, got to get him now. because Mr. Archibald is really a good driver. Knows how to keep his car clean, and they are not letting up on him.
Nope.
Just wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, he's running. He got it running. There you go. He's like, okay, my turn.
Smith has got to watch it. He's going to start overusing that trunk.
Archibald's got something going because it died again.
Oh, no. Whoa, he is on the brake. He's on the
good
brakes.
stop.
Yeah.
Good driving.
Burns is nosing up pretty good.
You know, they got Archibald's front wheel because you're looking, he's having a hard time steering. So while he was dead, somebody got a hold of something.
32.
Oh. Okay, there's the original. There's the start of the nose up. 132 is running pretty solid though. He won Gladiator of the heat. He was the one that.
Yeah, he got stuck in the corner.
He's the one that had no right front wheel after the heat. And I was like, wow.
We didn't think he was coming back.
Yeah.
All right, the Lincoln.
Oh, good hit by 132. Old Faithful. Crowd always loves that view.
Yep.
Zeb Hansen right there in the middle, just keeping it, he's keeping it clean. Not looking much different than when he came out earlier. Dave Burns is definitely nosing hard.
32, I think, has lost his tranny. Burns is nosing hard. Of the ones left, he's probably the highest.
Shut him down.
We've got a article of a car somewhere laying around the arena.
No, fire.
Got a fire.
Shut him down. Shut him down.
No more. Oh, X69 is, we got to see if his hand's all right because he pounded his steering wheel so hard. I'm like, he was not a happy Jose.
Car's still in good shape.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what do you think of the main event so far? Let me hear you make some noise for those drivers.
Hey, how's your hand?
Looks like the arena's full.
No, he's not talking.
We'll go again. Round and round we go.
Okay, so he's a Twilla guy too.
2, 1, hit him up.
I will say about these classes, they have a little bit different feel because of sound. It's not as impactful, but still a pretty darn good show. Gives these kids a little bit better, kids and guys that haven't been in a while, an opportunity to practice different skills of driving. Good shot, 17.
Laz, you say it looks like it hurts. It's actually soft because they give.
Yeah, the cars are actually giving.
Look at 32. Boy, somebody took a pot shot on that rear axle. Missed that one because it is bent.
I can hear someone getting hot. Even through the headsets. All right, Colin's turning around going nose now.
Yep, 132 is really driving very good.
He is.
Landon Archibald starting
to,
I think he's starting to get a little peeved. He's getting a little bit more. He's like, these guys are.
And I don't think he did that himself. That was done to him, his nosing.
Oh yeah, he did a nose with Will Hewlin and him went nose to nose. Oh, there's a shot back on Will.
Yep.
That's like, I didn't like what you just did to me.
Gotta find the gear.
Well, there she goes a little bit more. All right, Will's coming back around. Got down to, oh, that's Anderson. That's Princess Pounder right there.
Yep. Don't give up on the princess.
We're down to the final few cars. These guys are battling out for their share of $12,000 in prize money. Looks like we got 4 still running the beautiful flags.
Oh. You know, sometimes you say that's not a hard hit, but in some of these classes, that could do some.
Well, the problem is that on a normal hit takes a tire out, but where you're nosed up so high, I think you do more damage to yourself at that point.
This has been a fun evening. I've never seen a derby here in Tremonton. Thanks to TNT Promotions for letting us come and do this. And
We'll have to get the final results here. I'm not sure where they're stacking up. 2.
both of these.
Zeb Hansen, and what's that number? 19.
That's Princess Pounder.
And the heck?
Oh, he might have got stuck.
I think
Hunter Anderson.
Hunter Anderson.
Hunter Anderson. Is he going to get out? Is he going to hit
I
him?
think Zeb's going to do it.
Good hit.
Well, that's fun. The crowd loves to see.
Let it keep going. Up. Up, and is that Zeb?
No, that is Will Hewlin.
No, in the white car right in front of her.
That's Will Hewlin.
Is that Will?
Yeah.
Who's in the silver car?
Hunter Anderson.
Hunter Anderson.
Oh! Oh, there we go. Wouldn't that be a great way to finish off?
He's
the
going
show?
right now. Oh, no.
Ooh, that one hurt.
You know, Cody said Princess Pounders for the win, and he might be
He
right.
might win. Zeb is nosed up hard.
I just brought him.
Down to the final 2 cars.
All right, he's gonna try to do as hard as he can. That is awesome. Give the crowd what they deserve at the end. There we go. Hunter Anderson.
Hunter Anderson looks like to be your winner. Channel 2. Number 2, Zeb Hansen.
Number 2, 3.
And number 3, Will Hewlin.
Yeah, I think
That's who I got. We'll have to get the official.
It's gonna be a
All
pretty-
Twilla guys.
Well, they brought 18 cars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dale McQuitty's gonna have to start thinking about getting rid of the whiplash class and doing a wire class.
Yep.
All right, that is awesome. What a good, a lot of fun seeing something like this. This is definitely something different.
Oh, there's Cody talking it up.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give it to you. I
just said that a few minutes. I said, there we go.
That's it. Shut him down, shut him down, shut him down.
Well, everybody, another
It was a great
successful show. Thanks for Lazenby for joining us for the last half of the show. It's great to have you here. It's going to be great to see you run again.
Yeah,
to
we'll
see
see
you
him,
run.
Logan.
We'll see.
Again, thank you.
Full
to-
Contact Derby TV being Logan next, July 9th.
Unless we surprise you somewhere else.
Unless we surprise you
And
somewhere else.
also, we'd like to thank TNT for putting on the show and letting us be a part of this great evening here in Tremont, a gorgeous, cool night.
Go to derbymafia.com to get all of our Gladiators of Steel merchandise, hats, shirts, all that kind of fun stuff. And most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yep. Glad
So
you're
much
still
going on
YouTube.
with the movie. You're going to want to be up to date on what's happening, when it's going to release, and watch those clips because they are fantastic. So it's just a small taste.
Yep. So again, everybody, thank you for spending your evening with us. We so much appreciate it.
And you guys on the northeast coast, it's only midnight. You can go out and party. Saturday night, New York.
Or as Jared says, you get back to working on cars.
No, I'd rather party.
So
All right, everybody.
again, everybody, thank you
Thank you.
and good night.
Boys and girls on behalf of Team